Good day. Do you want to play some new game in this pandemic? Are you a fan of board game and card games in general? If so, this game is for you. This game is called The Game of the Generals. And if you're wondering who invented it, it was invented by a Filipino. Yes, so we should be proud and we should share the knowledge of this game to our friends so that we can appreciate more our culture. So before I teach you how to play this game, I will teach you first the history of this game, where it was invented and what inspired the inventor of this game to come up with this game. So now, let's tackle. The Game of the Generals is also known as GG or GOG. It is an educational war game which was invented by Sofronio H. Pasola Jr. with his son Ronnie Pasola on August 1967 in Barrio Palanan, Makati. The Filipino name of this game is called Salpakan. Okay, so this game was thought to challenge chess. However, some chess players didn't like the idea of it because they thought it belittled their favorite board game. But still, in February 28, 1973, the Game of the Generals was officially introduced to the public. And the inspiration of Mr. Sofronio was actually by his son to create this game. So they tried playing this game on a chessboard. But unlike in chess, the pieces of the Game of the Generals were not arranged in any particular order, nor does it have a specific rule of movement. Because in chess, all the pieces have their own designated spaces and they have their own specific movements. In Game of the Generals, you are free to put your soldiers wherever you want, and I will explain it later on. So, when they are trying to create this game during their experimental game, his son Ronnie felt there was something missing in the game, so they want to put more impact and spice in the game. So, they remembered watching James Bond and Matahiri movies. Then he suggested to his father that maybe we should add spice to the game to have it more fun. So not only that, they also decided to hide the pieces to their opposing players while at play, just like in card games. Just like what I've mentioned earlier, it is a bit of combination of a board game and card games. So are you now interested in playing this game? So now we will discuss this further on. And after it was released in the public, surprisingly, many Filipino loved it. And they thought that Game of the Generals is different from chess. They're a completely different game. And what is more interesting is that it even outsold chess. It became so popular than chess. So it's crazy, right? And however, during the arose of online games, some Filipinos forget that this game even exists. That's why we have this module, we are tackling it in our schools so that we can remember this game because it impacts our culture on our creativity, and it can even inspire more Filipinos to come up with new game that might be recognized in the whole world. So this game is very fun to play, I'm telling you. So now, let's discuss more. Now we know the history of this game. Let's discuss the objective of the game on how would we play it. So now, what is the objective of the game? The objective of the game is to eliminate or capture the flag of your opponent. You may also win by successfully maneuvering your own flag to the opposite end of the board. In this game, there are 21 pieces and every pieces have their own corresponding ranks. So, every pieces have their ranks, but when they capture one another, If both are of equal ranks, both are eliminated. We will discuss it more later. That is the objective. That is the objective of the game. You need to move your flag to the opposite end of the opponent, and you need to capture your enemy's flag. Okay, so now let's prepare for the battle. Okay. So this is the board of the game of the generals. Unlike in chess, there are 8 rows and 8 columns. But in games of the generals, there are 9 columns. You will set up your pieces here. There are 21 pieces. You will put it here, whatever you want. You will put it there. And after you put all the pieces, there are 6 additional spaces. There are 6 free spaces where you can move your pieces. And if you don't want to attack yet your enemy, you can change the position of your pieces by maneuvering your pieces one by one. If you do not want to surprise the enemy yet, you don't want to attack, because in this game you should also be defensive. You should not always be aggressive, because if you are aggressive and your valuable pieces are captured, then it might cost you the game. So now the movement. So how the movement of the game is. Any player makes the first move. Players move alternately. A player is allowed to move only one piece at a time. Okay, so a move consists of pushing a piece to an adjacent square, either forward, backward, or sideward. So here, you can only move forward, sidewards, or downwards. You cannot move diagonally, and that is illegal. Okay, so now we know the movements of the game. Now we go to the challenge of the game. What makes it more interesting? What makes it more fun? Okay, so are you excited? So the challenge, as the game progresses, challenges are made resulting in the elimination of soldiers. Okay, so there's a thing called challenge. It's when a soldier moves to the same square occupied by an opposing soldier. So here is the rules of elimination. A. Higher rank soldier eliminates from the board a lower rank soldier. If you are 5-star general and you capture a 4-star general, automatically your 5-star general will remain on the board. Okay, so same rule applies if you're a 4-star general and you capture a 3-star general and below. Okay, so that's the basic rule. If you're higher, then you defeat the lower rank soldiers. If both soldiers are of equal, both are eliminated. If both 5-star general captures each other, then both are eliminated. C. A spy eliminates any officer starting with the rank of 5-star general down to the sergeant. So a spy can almost kill everybody. Okay, so from 5-star to sergeant, and even the flag. Okay, so in D, the flag can be eliminated or captured by any piece, including the opponent's flag. This is very important to remember, because when your flag is captured, then you automatically lose the game. Your flag can even capture your enemy's flag, but your flag cannot use to capture any of the pieces, because you automatically lose unless you capture the enemy's flag. So you need to be very careful with your flag, because it is the most valuable pieces in the game. And if you fail to protect it, then it might cost you the game. E. Only a private can eliminate the spy. Private is a lower class soldier. He can only eliminate his fellow private and spy. Remember that spy is the most powerful pieces in the game, but a private can eliminate it. So you need to remember that. And F, the flag moves to the same square occupied by the other flag, wins the game. Okay, so now we are clear. We are clear to the rules of this game, and we will play the game later on so that we can understand how this game works. Okay, so 2 is for the most to make it more fun and interesting. A neutral party or arbiter is present to preside over a challenge for both players. As arbiter, he's not allowed to reveal either of the ranks in engaged challenges. So, if you captured your opponent's pieces, you wouldn't know the rank of whether it you captured a 5 star or a 4 star. If you are a spy, for example, you're a spy. You move your spy and you eliminate the pieces of your enemy, you wouldn't know what pieces are those, because only the arbiter can know that. Okay, so basically this game is played by by two people and one arbiter. Arbiter is like the midman. He's the one presiding the game, and the tournament of this game are conducted with an arbiter. However, if there's no arbiter, you can still play the game. However, every time there is a challenge, both player must declare the ranks of the two opposing pieces concerned. After which the outranked player removes his piece from the board. However, that is the downward of the game. You know what pieces you've captured. So the suspense of the game is not that is eliminated because if you know the your opponent's spy, then you can easily avoid it. However, when there is an arbiter and you don't know the pieces, what are the pieces you are taking, then you will still find a way to win the game without knowing the pieces of your opponent, and that's very challenging and fun at the same time. So now, how do this game ends? Who are the winners of this game? How would you win? So just like I mentioned earlier, the flag is eliminated or captured. When the flag is eliminated or captured, then automatically you win the game. When the flag reaches the opposite end of the board. Okay. And C, when a player resigns. A player resigns mostly when all his valuable pieces are down and he feels like there is no chance of winning, then he can surrender. So D, when both players agree on a drawn position. A drawn position is usually agreed when you don't want to risk your position, because if you try to risk it, you might lose the game. So you just play it safely. Both of you neither win or lose. Okay. A flag reaching the opposite end of the board may still be eliminated by an opposing piece occupying a square adjacent to the one reached by the flag. Here an illustration. If this is your flag, okay, if this is your flag, then you move it here, and there is a pieces here. They can still capture your flag. Okay, so you don't want to do that. If you want to win the game, you should have at least 2 spaces. Okay, so if you move this flag here and your enemy opponent pieces are here, then automatically you win the game. So let's say, for example, you move your flag here and the opponent is now the one who will turn. If you don't capture it, if you don't capture a flag and move here, then automatically you win the game. Or if you move forward, he cannot capture you diagonally because it is in the rules. You still win the game. Okay, remember that you need to have at least one space, 2 space to win your flag when you reach the opposite end of the board. Okay, so is it clear now? I hope you are all listening, and I hope you all understand how the mechanics of the game works. Okay, so now let's go to the pieces. So there are 21 pieces in the game. So a 5-star general, 4-star general. 5-star general is the highest rank in this game. Okay, so a 5-star general can capture all the lower ranking officer, the private, and the flag. He cannot capture the spy. Okay, so it is indicated here. Okay, same goes with every ranking officers. Colonel can eliminate a lieutenant colonel. A colonel can eliminate major. A lieutenant colonel can eliminate major. A major can eliminate a captain. That's why it is important to have a arbiter so that you wouldn't be confused. Okay, so up to sergeant, and that three chevrons. This is the game's additional additional pieces that is fun. There are six. There are six private here. So a private can eliminate the spy and the flag, but they cannot capture sergeant or any higher ranking officer. So a private can eliminate when a private captures a fellow private, then both are eliminated. So you will know if you capture a private, or you will know what pieces have you captured if both are eliminated. So keep that in mind so that you can use it as a strategy. So the spy, it eliminates all the higher ranking officers from 5-star to sergeant, but he cannot capture the private. A private can eliminate the spy. So you need to be careful with your spy because it is only two. And it is the pieces that can eliminate almost everything in the board. So you need to be careful with your spy because there are six private in the game. So if you're not careful with your spy and you eliminate your spy in the early game, then it might cost you the game and it will be hard to recover. Okay, so now the Philippine flag. You can win this. You can win the game if your flag reaches the opposite end of the board, and the flag can only take the enemy's flag, but it cannot take any of the pieces because you will automatically lose when you do that. Okay, so basically that's it, and and I will show you a gameplay on how I strategize my game, and I hope you all can learn from it as well. So let's go. Okay, so let's prepare these pieces. So this is where I've come up. So I will try to put as much as offense here because it's important to be an attacker also. Okay, so now my 5-star and 3-star general are here, and I don't want to make this 1-star general idle. I will put it here. My private need to be also involved in attacking. So my spy can be here. Okay, so the flag. Huh. Okay, dear. Sergeant. This sergeant can be used to bait opponents. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to play this game. If your opposing player is too good. Let's try to join this game. S20. Join game. Hey. Nobody wants to start the new game. Okay, Shan Healing has joined. Arrange your pieces. I'm ready. Okay, so let's start. I'll be the first to attack. My captain will be moving here. Okay. This is challenging. I don't know whether usually the flag is always located at the back, but you can try to mind games by putting it in mid or in here. You wouldn't know. Okay, so I can't be as aggressive as here. Okay, so I will try to back it in case this is a spy. My private is here to back up. But I don't think. Okay, 5-star general here. 5-star general out. Okay, so now this can either be a private or any lower class. I think his generals are here. Some of his generals are here. I don't know whether where does he put his spies. Okay, so he's trying to make a move here. I'll try to make a move also. Okay, so he is aggressive here. So basically, I have a hunch that this is a higher ranking officer. So I need to move my spy a bit. Okay, so here, it's a lieutenant. Okay, this is a higher ranking officer. I can capture it. Okay, so I don't have any idea what is this, but it is not a private. Okay. This is a very risky move. Okay, that's a private. And we lost a spy. Oh no. That is a very, very bad mistake. I think this is a spy. He's very careful with it. Okay, so if this is the spy. Okay, so let's start to move here. I'll try to move my private here. If it tries to move it here. Okay. Okay. I think I can capture this. Okay. This is a spy. I have a very big hunch about it. But not. I think he put his private in the middle. Okay. Okay, so this either be 3-star or 4-star or a spy or any higher ranking officers. This I don't have any idea. Okay. I don't have any idea about this. This might be a spy or a higher rank officer. But he's trying to move it back. Okay, a 3-star general. Remember the rules, when both of the pieces are eliminated, then they are the same class. Okay, so we captured this 5-star general. Okay. Okay, it's my 5-star general and my spy is out. I don't have any idea where his spy is. That's the problem I'm having right now. But still, I don't have any idea whether his 4-star are. Okay, so I can be aggressive here. This is a 4-star general. I don't need to be afraid. Okay. I'm sure there is a spy hidden here. I hope so. If he is aggressive about here, this either be a spy or a 4-star general also. I will try to use my private. Okay. Okay, this is the spy. I'm very certain about it. Why? Because he is very careful with it. Okay, so now we'll try to move it here. He will try to move it here because I know that this is the spy. I want to eliminate this threat. Okay, so now let's try to attack here. My spy is back up, but I don't need to be afraid. Okay, so now this is the risky move. Okay, this is the spy. He can take it. But if he doesn't, this is the spy. I'm very certain about it. I need to back it up. Okay, so if I capture his spy, then I might have a big chance of winning. This might be the flag also. I don't want to, What is this? Okay. Okay, so these two pieces are trapped. This is not the flag. Oh no. If this is, you don't need to be aggressive. He's aggressive with this, so this is not a flag. He will try to move it backward. Okay. Okay, so now his spy is in a very bad position. I think this is the spy. You can capture it. Okay, this might be also a spy. So I will try to move here. Take note that I don't know whether where he put his privates. So here, might be a threat. Here, I will capture it. He's trying to move it. He's trying to defend this. I'll try to move my sergeant. Okay. It's either he know that I am the spy. I'll try to capture this. Oh no, another private down. Okay. Higher ranking officer coming. Or a spy. I hope that this is not a spy, please. If this is a spy, I'm GG. Or a good game. Oh no, that's the 4-star officer down. Now we are trying to locate where is the flag. Where is the flag here? Okay. Okay, so I think I have an hunch that this might be a flag or spy. I don't see the idea why he's very careful with this. But I will try to locate this flag. Okay, that is his flag out there. Okay, that's a flag right there. Let's try to corner it. Let's try to corner it. He's trying to cover it. This is the flag. He will move it here. Okay. You know this is the flag because he is trying to avoid it. He's trying to defend it at all costs. And he resigns. I won. I know this is the flag because he is avoiding it. He's avoiding me. And that's how you win the game. Okay, I hope you all learned the strategy behind it. And I hope that you also enjoyed the gameplay. And that's it. That's how you play games of the general. It is very important that you know the tactics, whether your opponent, you try to guess what your opponent pieces are, because you don't really have an idea whether this is the flag, this is the spy. I have a hunch that it is a flag because he's trying to move backwards. He's trying to avoid me whenever I'm confronting him. And because when I capture his flag, then I automatically win the game. Then my assumptions are correct because he avoided me. And when he avoided me, then that's the time I knew that, oh, this is the flag. And then he resigns. Then that's how I won the game. I hope you all learned, and I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I have. And you can also play this game on salpakanna.com, and it will help you strategize and improve your thinking and memory. That's it. Good and goodbye.